Hello, it's good to have you back here. Time will fail me to remind you how truth is not relative, but it is absolute, accurate, and unchangeable. This is Voice of Truth with Gift Roland. You can't get truth anywhere. So please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I would advise you please subscribe and please like this video and other videos that you've come across from this channel, and invite your friends, invite your friends. You can't be taking this all alone. So today we'll be looking at something that concerns every one of us. I don't know, have you ever slept and probably you wake up and you look, and before you know, you just discover that the day is gone, and you be like, today's short. And a number of you come to the point and say, okay, we are in longer day, shorter nights, or shorter day, longer nights. But it's far beyond it. Actually, there's something I want to show you. This is Voice of Truth with Gift Roland. So we will be talking about time. Yes, time. We'll be talking about time in its basic form, 24 hours. Now, a number of you, like I said earlier, wake up and before you know, the day is gone, and you'll be like, okay, it's shorter day, longer night. That's just one reason or one excuse we give to it. Why some persons will they're just 24 hours is not enough, and you just settle for it. Now the truth is, God, who created heavens and the earth and made time 24 hours in a day, knows the best for mankind, and him leaving it at that means that 24 hours is well enough for every human being. So if for any reason you come to that conclusion that 24 hours is not enough, this is me bringing truth to you, that that thing you're saying, we need to probe it, because 24 hours from God's view is well enough for mankind. But there are a number of things that we do that makes it look as if 24 hours is not enough. And the fact that we do all those things doesn't mean the 24 hours is not enough. It's not the time thing, it is the us thing, it is the human thing. So if we are able to fix the problem, we will be able to get in tune with time. So we'll be able to walk with time. Then we'll see that yes, truly 24 hours is well enough. So what I want to present to you today is something I personally call time mapping. Time mapping. Of course, a number of persons have different words for it, but what I'm just trying to say to you is how we can be intentional about time. It's all about the intentionality of time. So if you're not intentional about time, that is when you see that 24 hours is not enough. Why? Because the time is on its own and you are on its own. But when you become intentional with time, it literally means yes, you and time are working hand in hand. So you are conscious about time, and whatever you are doing, you are working with the time. So before you throw questions at me, how do I become intentional about time? How do I work with the time? Now this is it. One way you can be intentional about time is planning for time. I don't know, is that the right word to say? But just get the point, okay? So you plan. Of course, I know a number of authors or a number of persons have said to you, okay, when you wake up, you should take some time to plan your day. But I want to tell you that you already know that the time is 24 hours. So it's expedient, or it's better you plan the 24 hours before you even start living the 24 hours. So I would even advise you plan your day before sleeping instead of waking up in the morning. Because guess what? Our brain functions based on routine. So I don't know if you get it. So you literally would wake up in the morning, and what you used to do in the morning is what you might probably continue doing, and you might not even have that time to plan it. So before you sleep, you should always plan how you expect your day to go. So if you have agendas, you have so many things or a number of things you want to do, you should present them based on priority. Now time would not permit me to begin to break things down, but we literally do a number of things during the day, right? and some of it are important, some of it are priorities, while some of it are just mere necessities, right? And it's experience you carry out your priorities, those things that are of utmost importance to your life and destiny, right? And of course, if you're a Christian or you're a faith person, you should actually do something that builds your faith. Like as a Christian now, you know it's expedient for you to read your Bible, it's expedient for you to do your prayers, it's expedient for you to read a book. Probably one of these days I'll talk about that. A number of persons don't read, and so it's expedient to read a book, it's expedient you carry out some activities, right? It's good you carry out some social activities, chat with a friend, watch a movie, and what again. So you have a list of things, but you need to prioritize. You need to prioritize. That is one thing you do. You prioritize. You pick out those things that are of utmost importance to you. Of course, other things can be done, like watching a movie, right? Like doing other things, like talking with people, and those things are very important. But there are some things that are of utmost importance. Only you know. So you just put a list down for the day, and you bring the priorities out first. Then you make those things your priorities. And one thing you should do, you should not say, okay, I will do this thing tomorrow, because you're not being specific. I will do this thing tomorrow. Yes, we have 24 hours. So when in that tomorrow do you want to do it? You know, I did talk about you planning before the 24 hours, right? Starts. So probably you sleep by 10. So by 9:30 you should do this, so that when you wake up by 6 or 7, whichever time you wake up, you would be running with what you already planned, right? So the priorities first. So you bring out the priorities, then every other things can come if there is spare time. Because what most of us do, we just bring all of them together. I want to do all these things. You end up seeing that you don't even do the most important things, or you do some and you leave out some. But when you bring out your priorities, you see that you are able to cover the priorities. Then the spare time is what you then do use to do those things that are of less importance, that probably there are things you could postpone, or there are things you could just let go, right? So you bring out the priorities first. I sincerely don't have intentions of making this video very long, right? But there are numerous benefits to this thing, right? You would see when you start using this technique or this thing I've said to you, you see how you feel fulfilled, because instead of ending the day with regret, feeling bad that you could not accomplish a number of things, you will feel a form of fulfillment. Why? Because you were able to accomplish the most important things. Because most of the times, why you feel that way, why you feel bad that you could not achieve those things, is all because the important things were the ones you did not do. It's the less important that you put all your attention on. So now when you pick your priorities, right, you do them, then the other things you just look for a way to get them done. Truth is 24 hours is much enough. You can even spare from your sleep time, your JIT time, to do the important things, those ones that are of importance to you, right? Your movie time, you can cut it to how to, because you'll be able to see how you spend ridiculous time doing something that add no benefit to your life. Truly, when you begin to take when you begin to make intentional planning, yes, you become very intentional about planning your day. You begin to see that, okay, so before now, this is how long I spend gisting, this is how long I spend watching movies. Why you continue doing it? Because you don't plan for it. So you just see that you've cancelled a whole seasonal movie in one day, and you come and complain that 24 hours is not enough. You get the point now, right? So this, I'm not just trying to just hit you hard, but it's just good we become productive, because that is one thing you would see. You will see that you become more productive, and of course you live a happy life that way. And lastly, before I leave you, I need to tell you that it's expedient you start planning your day. It's expedient you start planning your day, because the plain truth is, if you don't plan your day, I think so many persons used to say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, or something like that, right? So it's just like that too with time. If you don't plan your time, you don't plan your day, guess what? So many persons they've planned gist for you, they've planned movie for you, they've planned different things that waste your time, and sincerely you live a very miserable life that way. So it's good you plan your day so that people no go plan am for you. You might just start going for different meetings that would not really add value to you. So you plan your day and make sure you live by it. Live by it. Now one life we get. So anyways, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Call your friends, come and subscribe. Let them join this family. Okay, this is Voice of Truth with Gift Roland. See you in our next video. Thank you.